All right, guys. We're live. So I figured I would go live doing this rather than just kind of starting up a video series. Not even a series, but just a video. What do we do right now with Cedric Mullins? Coming in tonight, over his last 28 games, Cedric was, what I say, he was 11 for 74. Right? Him and Cowser combined were 25 for 145. Or 23 for 145. 23 for 145 over the last 28 days. I mean, the guy has like such weak contact right now. Still arguably one of the best center fielders in baseball, right? And that's where the dilemma hits, is when does, the best center fielder in baseball potentially, saving... Baseball Savant has him saving 0 defensive runs this year. We all know that's false because of that one diving catch that he had with Cole Irvin. Was like a guy or two on. So we'll say he has 1 saved run this year. When does that become enough for the lack of offense? I completely understand the team is winning right now, and you can kind of shuffle through his struggles while this is happening. But, man, let's be a little honest with ourselves. He's hitting 218 over his last 435 at-bats coming into tonight. 218. Like, this is almost a sample of 450 at-bats. Like, do we think this guy is going to turn it around? Like, I don't, personally. That's why, I'm stuck in a place of, what do you do with him? I was trying to read into the options thing because they apparently changed with minor league options now. It goes by arbitration years. And with Mullins having another, this year and next year of arbitration, being in arbitration now and then having next year, he actually has 2 options left with the way that it's set up. So if they were to send him back to AAA, he would be grandfathered in, obviously, if he was already cleared through arbitration, but he's not. So if they would send him to AAA, he has 20 days. So if they call him back up before 20 days, they don't use one of the options. Not that it really matters because it's over once you hit past arbitration anyway. But the whole thing is now you only get 3 years of options. So what they're doing with Kjerstad and Stowers right now, they're basically running out of options with those guys. But Mullins technically has 2 options left. And I don't know. When do you get to a point where you might have to send the guy down? Because I don't know. It's a tough call. It really is a tough call. I mean, we all love Cedric. He's a great person. He's been a great player for a long time. He's done a lot of amazing things for us. But, God, we've seen it with a lot of guys, sometimes just a little quick reset. Hey, just get away from us. Not in a bad way, not a bad get away from us kind of thing. Just hey, go reset your mind. The pitching's a little bit easier down there. Go just kind of just press the reset button, just relax a little bit. Go down there and work on something. When does that become an option? I know they don't really have anyone else in the organization capable of really playing center field the way he does. Not many teams do, but again, when does it become a point where the defense isn't as important as the offense? And I only say that because of the offense struggling. I mean, what are they? They're averaging, they scored, 6 runs in the last 4 Corbin Burns starts? They're just struggling. And there comes a time where the offense has to become a little bit more important than the defense. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. If Mullins if you played infield, right? Infield, you get a lot more opportunities to save runs. He might make an outstanding play. Let's be realistic. Once a week? Even if I say once every 3 games, it's probably unrealistic. But we'll say once every 3 games. He saves 1 run with a diving play. Granted, it could be more, right? We don't really know because that out now takes a base runner away, takes a run off the board. It could be way more than 1 run, but we don't know. We'll say that every 3 games he saves 1 run, But if he's like, 1 for 12 at the plate through those 3 games, and he's left 5 guys on base, and we lose 2 out of those by 1 run, like when does the hitting become more important than saving that 1 run over a 3-game span? That's my question. And I'm honestly sure that right now that Brandon Hyde and Mike Elias are probably asking themselves the same thing. Like, what do we do? Because it's the offense is struggling so bad at certain times, not all the time, but at certain times they're struggling so bad that you just feel like that 1 hit might spark it. But then when you have, and Kowser's in the bad rut right now too, and Santander really is too as well. The whole outfield, when you have just boom, 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 just quick outs, it's demoralizing for an offense. Now, granted, this team is really, really good at kind of just letting that go and then coming back the next day and just clearing their mind and going to play baseball. But in that heat of the moment, like when you see these guys just like quickly go down with piss poor at bats, like it's demoralizing. And look, I love Brandon Hyde. I think what he's been given, he does a great job with. I just think he might be a little too loyal. Cedric's done a lot of great things for Brandon. He's never given him any reason to not play him. But in that situation tonight, when you know that Cedric is just completely lost at the plate right now, don't put him up there. Like, I get that you're loyal to the guy, and I get that it only takes 1 swing to break out of it. I get it. Not in that situation. It's really not. It wasn't the time for it. I would have. You got a young kid in Stowers. He was excited to be here. Hell, I wouldn't even care if you put up James McCann up there. Literally anyone else in that situation would have been okay than Cedric Mullins. You can see it in his eyes up there. He does not even want to be there right now because he's just in his own head just thinking, God, here we go again. As soon as he gets 2 strikes, here we go again. I think he just needs a reset. I don't think he's a bad player. I really don't. I just think he needs a reset. He's a new dad. He just had a baby this year. I'm sure he's got a lot of shit on his mind. I mean, excuse my French. With the wife at home, he's being away from a brand new baby. I'm sure, she's having struggles herself and she's talking to him and, that he's struggling and all that's compounded right on his brain right now. Give the guy a break, man. Give him a break. You can tell he still enjoys himself on defense. He still runs really hard, and he goes and gets a lot of balls. That's fine. At the plate right now, I think maybe possibly a minor league option is in the cards. I would. Even if it's for 10 days. I wouldn't even... Bro, go down there. Just relax. Go on a little road trip. Laugh with the guys. Enjoy baseball again, and then come back up and play baseball. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, he's either going to break out of it, which, God, we all hope, right? We all hope Cedric Mullins breaks out of it. Or he's just going to, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and the fan base is going to turn on him. They're going to start booing him, and it's just, he's going to dig a deeper hole in his own mind. They're playing with fire right now, honestly, by just continuing to play him every day. Now, I know Kowser's had a couple starts in center field, but I would have hit Stowers tonight for him in that situation. Would that have maybe crushed his confidence a little bit? Maybe. But you know what? He's a 28-year-old. I think he'd have been all right. I think that might have lit a fire up under his ass. Me personally. He might be soft. I doubt it. Mentally, he could be soft and that could crush him. I don't think so. Maybe he needs something like that. I don't know. What do you do at this point? Seriously. What else can you do? Yeah, I mean, quick answer is, okay, hey, let's just throw Stowers out. I mean, Kowser out in center field. Kowser's just as bad right now. He is terrible right now. Granted, I think Cowser gets out of this faster than Mullins because he's working counts. He's actually hitting a lot of balls right on the screws. He's watching balls down the middle sometimes too. But you know what? You're going to get this out of a rookie. I think Cowser's biggest flaw himself is his mentality. I think he tries way too hard and then overthinks because he just wants to do so great for everybody all the time. I hope I'm wrong. We've seen him in a couple situations already this year. Runners on, big moment of the game, and I'm pretty sure he struck out every single time. Maybe grounded out one time, maybe two times. But I mean, hell, recently you just needed one fly ball, got a ground ball. You know, we just needed absolutely anything tonight, and just washed it right down the middle. A couple series in Boston, you know, we had bases loaded, one out. Cowser literally do anything. They struck out. But you know what? He's a rookie. I'm not going to put as much on his shoulders as I would on Mullins in that kind of a situation. But I don't know. I've had a lot of conversations with friends lately. Like, it's how long is the leash on Mullins? I mean, he's below 185 now for the year. I haven't looked with the updated stats after tonight's debacle. You know, he's got like 163 strikeouts in his dating back to last year. I think if you combine last year's September and October and then the start of this year, I don't believe he's hitting over 100 total, all that combined. And that's with the 6 home runs. I'm pretty sure when I last looked at it, he's under 100 those last 3 months combined. Yeah, so I don't know if something's going on. But again, like I said, when is it the defense become not a priority? When you got an offense who's struggling. So what do you guys think? Like, literally, what the hell can they do? Is Cows the answer right now? No, absolutely not right now. I mean, it's so bad. I would have rather have seen Ryan McKenna out there for a week straight. And I don't even think Ryan McKenna can play outfield half as good as Ryan O'Hearn. I'm not a big Ryan McKenna fan. I appreciate what he has done for the organization and handle everything like a pro all the time. I just don't like seeing him wearing the Orioles uniform. No disrespect to him whatsoever. It just is what it is. Yeah, the Orioles have absolutely no options. You know, absolutely no options. What's up, Birdland? How you doing, bud? But like I said, Cowser would be the easy choice if he was doing anything other than what he's doing. But he's just as bad. You're close to being done with Cedric Mullins. Yeah, it's getting rough, man. It's getting rough. That's what I've been trying to talk about. It's just maybe they explored a minor league option. I wouldn't say, go and get rid of the guy, but I don't know. I try to be nice at this point, Try to be nice. It's just tough. Because we all love the guy. We love what he did and hit his 30 season. It was fun. It was electric. Maybe he starts hitting right-handed again. You remember they thought he was bad and it just only hit left-handed, and then he hit a 30 season? Maybe just switch him back. I know it's not that easy, right? Hey, I know you haven't hit right-handed in 3 years, but hey, you suck so bad left-handed. Go hit right-handed. It's not that easy, obviously, but there might be something they want to start looking into because I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, it's and that's what I'm talking about, Birdland. It's just like you can see it in his eyes. It's just when he gets back up there and as soon as it's 2 strikes, it's here we go again. Here we go again. Like he knows it in his mind. Like he is so in his own head. He doesn't stand a chance. And I think that's why Palmer all night was talking like he needs a broken bat single or he needs just a dribbler up the middle. Like, because Palmer sees it too. He needs something. Like he's so far up his own butt, mentally. it's a lost cause right now. And playing him every day, making it worse, not helping. Like, some guys can swing their way out of it. If there was like a mechanical failure and they were close to kind of breaking through, that's when you hit him every day. When you got a guy who's just mentally just drugged through the mud, and now the fan base is turning on, you don't keep running him out there. You don't put him in a situation with the game on the line. You take him out, right? You bite his pride a little bit. Kick him in the ass a little bit. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah, I was watching that. That was pretty good. It was a little long for me. I had the kids, but I watched a good bit of it. I appreciate that video. But I mean, what options, honestly, do we have in center field? Can Westberg play center field? I don't think he's ever played outfield before. I'm telling you right now, Kowser's your answer right this second, right? But he's so bad, he might need a break too. Like, you might have to play Kyle Stowers. Not that I'm against it, right? Kyle plays good defense, got a very good arm. He's not as fast as Mullins, but he's still fast, right? He's still fast. He's still going to play good, take good routes and stuff like that. But I don't know. Right now, we've got to hope that Hayes comes back hitting a cover off the ball so he can play left field because Kowser is so bad. But Mullins is so bad, you got to move Kowser to center. And then, I mean, we know about Santander, like, serviceable right fielder. He's not the best in the world, but he's serviceable. No issues with him whatsoever. But you can upgrade. Mateo may be the best option. Might be. It seriously might be. And I'm going to stand by it. If the things continue to go the way they're going this year, you're going to see Jackson Holliday in center field. Whether he's ready or not, they're just going to throw him out there. I'm deflated myself, I'm deflated myself just thinking for Cedric because I don't know what to do. And I don't think Brandon and Mike do either. Mateo gives you a lot of effort. That's a good point, Birdland. Mateo gives you a lot of effort. And, I mean, we've seen him crash into the wall in a game that they were losing big, and the whole stadium saw it, right? He got a standing ovation when he came off the field that night. I was there that game. It was like they were down 6 or 8 runs, and dude just barrels into the wall and makes a catch. Every single person in that stadium stood up when they came off the field after 3 outs. Every single one of them. And Mateo is constantly doing that. It doesn't matter where you put him on the field. He's just a hustler. He loves to play baseball. He loves to hustle. And we've seen him go down and down and down. But you know what? You know who was our best hitter last year in October? September and October? Jorge Mateo. Hit 287 in September and October last year. He was our best hitter. He was our best hitter. And what is he doing right now? He's won a couple ball games by himself. Running the bases, getting on, moving guys over, making plays. Throw him out there. I don't even care. The only way he's going to learn better routes is to actually physically go run the route on a fly ball. As long as you don't put Ryan O'Hearn next to him, if you put Hayes out in left field next to Mateo and Kowser in right field, 2 proven outfielders, you're going to be able to have that conversations where he's going to be okay to move around in center field. And eventually, he'll become the captain out there. But he's got 2 really good guys to learn from. You put him out there with O'Hearn and Kowser, he's just going to kind of lean on Kowser a little bit. I don't think Kowser's that kind of a leader to kind of tell him certain things. And then O'Hearn can't play outfield. Let's be honest with ourselves. Can't play outfield. Whit Merrifield might be an option. It very well might be. And it's not a bad idea. And I don't think you're crazy because the team needs a leadoff hitter, A1. Whit Merrifield, you just gave me a really good idea. Whit Merrifield covers leadoff hitter. Whit Merrifield covers center field. Whit Merrifield can fill in at second base if you want to leave Westberg at third. You know, that is the question is who do you get rid of? I mean, easy answer is Urias, but I mean Urias isn't playing terrible lately, you know? But no, that's a very solid idea. I like that, actually. Like, that quickly, I like that. But I don't know. I'm going to hop off. You know, I just wanted to, I mean, that was a quick 20-minute thing. I didn't want to make this a video. I just don't know what to do. Hopefully the Orioles can figure out something to do with Mullins, and then we can go from there. But I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I hope you catch some of my next videos, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Peace out, Birdland.